Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Oh, responsive crowd. Let me do some acknowledgments first. First, on my left, to Ms. Mecca Nelson. We welcome her for being here. We thank her for being here. Mecca is representing herself and her daughter Mia. Mario Nelson, 26 years old, was killed in Iraq in October 2006 when a rocket-propelled grenade exploded near his vehicle. He immigrated to New York from Haiti when he was 8 years old. He enlisted in 2003 after the 9/11 tragedy, moved by that tremendous experience that moved so many New Yorkers. And he gave his life to protect the country he adopted. He was awarded the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star commendations for its outstanding service. Mecca, thank you for being here. And let us give a round of applause to Mecca and to Mario Nelson for their service, and to Mia. We're joined by Gold Star families, the Vietnam Veterans of America, the VFW, the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. We're here with Vets First, Headstrong, American Legion representatives, Disabled American Veterans representatives, New York City Veterans Alliance, Blue Star Families, the NYU Stephen Cohen Military Family Center. I'd also like to acknowledge Major General Patrick Murphy, our Dishes Commissioner, a retired two-star general, 41 years of military service, and the former adjunct general of the New York National Guard. Now he has a really tough position, working for me. He's a true patriot who's spent years serving the state, the nation, and its people. Let's give him a round of applause. To my right is my counsel, Alfonso David. To Mecca's left is Jim McDonough, who is our head of director of the Division of Veterans Services. Jim is a 26-year retired colonel, distinguished military career, winner of the Bronze Star in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. Let's give him a round of applause. And we're also joined in the front row by Senator John Brooks, who has been very engaged on this issue and been a tremendous advocate to help the veterans of New York. Let's give him a round of applause. Many issues that we deal with today are complicated. There are competing factors, there are pluses and minuses, there are economic calculations, but some issues are more straightforward. There are issues that we judge with our heart and our conscience, our morals, and our values. These issues raise a simple but a profound question. What is the right thing to do? Today's issues dealing with military families and their benefactors ask us that question. What is the right thing to do? To our military families, we express our gratitude, our respect, and our admiration. We owe them everything because they pay the price for our freedom. Military service is about more than just the active service member. I believe the entire family is in service. Children who miss their parents, mothers and fathers who worry every night whether their son or daughter is safe, spouses who carry the day-to-day burden and sense trepidation every time the phone rings, wondering, could this be that dreaded call? We thank you, and we applaud you, and we are all in your debt. I'm sure the service members who put themselves in harm's way always have one question just before they embark on a mission. What if something happens to me? Who will take care of my loved ones? Who will help my children? How will my spouse or significant other handle all the obligations. The piece that we can offer when that question arises is the firm belief that their country, their government, the American people will do, quote, the right thing. That we will honor the sacrifice, that we will respect the service, and we will do it not just in words, not just with symbols, but with deeds. As governor of New York, I can tell you that all New Yorkers honor that obligation. The state in the past has offered the Merit Scholarship Program to provide free college to spouses and dependents for those disabled or lost in combat or in training for combat. There is now a new question as to whether those benefits should be expanded to cover those lost or disabled in performing their military duties, whether in a combat zone or not. My answer is, of course, yes, they should. New Yorkers want to extend benefits to all those lost or disabled while on active duty, period. There is also a question of when the budget should start to fund this program and whether it should wait for next April's budget. My position is clear. We supported an extension of the benefits, and we support doing it now. The state will manage the finances to accomplish these goals, and today I direct the Higher Education Services Corporation to make those changes immediately. We're not going to wait until next April to make sure we honor our obligation. This is truly the least that we can do. Our support and commitment to Mecca Nelson and Mia is absolute. It is as absolute as their husband and father's commitment was to us. A major parental concern is being able to help their child afford a college education. And New York will make that promise. We will fulfill that commitment. Tuition, room, and board at our great SUNY and CUNY universities. We can never replace the loved one lost, but we can lessen the hardship and make it a little easier to deal with the loss. And it is our honor, our obligation, and our pleasure to do just that. And we do that today. We hope this gesture helps bring some comfort, peace, relief, and justice to those grieving their loss. It is a loss that we all feel. We will do all we can to lessen your burden, and we will remember you in our thoughts and in our prayers. With that, let me turn it over now to Mecca Nelson for a few words.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It is great to be here today with Governor Cuomo to honor our loved ones who sacrificed their lives serving our country. My husband, Mario, was an Army sergeant serving in Iraq. I can tell you firsthand how devastating it is to lose someone and the toll that it takes on your life. But to make matters worse, many spouses and families have to struggle to make ends meet while grieving their loved ones. I can't even imagine the frustration and challenge of paying for college tuition. On top of that, it would seem impossible. But all that has changed thanks to Governor's expansion of the Military Enhanced Recognition Incentive and Tribute Scholarship. This award is life-changing for families like mine. It really is. And for all military families in New York whose loved one has made ultimate sacrifice. For me, this action could not be more timely. My daughter will be 16 in June, and we're going on college tours looking for colleges 2 years in advance. So she's going to college in 2 years. So this is like right on time. With this assurance, more kids like my daughter Mia will no longer have to worry if they will be able to go to college and get the education they need and deserve to succeed today's economy. So I want to thank the governor for fighting for Gold Star families. It's the right thing to do, and it is good to have a major impact on so many children who have lost a parent in New York. It's amazing. I just want to thank you so much. So amazing. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I turn it over to Jim McDonough, the Director of the New York State Division of Veterans Services.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Mecca, for those words. And thank you, Governor Cuomo, for that kind introduction. I'm honored to be part of this wonderful team of public servants. As Director of the New York State Division of Veterans Services, our commitment to delivering world-class benefits to New York's military-connected members just got a little bit better today. Once again, Governor Cuomo has stepped in and stepped up to take an extraordinary action that was causing distress and confusion for New York families of military members, like Mecca. By taking action today by executive action, he has ended the political issues and ensured that the dependents of all service members killed in the line of duty, whether it be a training exercise in the States or in combat overseas, will never have to worry about their future. The brave men and women of our military proudly serve their country with honor and courage. While they do not ask for anything in return, we owe them a great debt of gratitude for their military service. As the spouses, children, and dependents of these brave service members work to put the pieces of their lives back together, the last thing on their mind should be whether or not they will be able to afford college tuition. Ultimately, that is why the Division of Veterans Services is here, to advocate for those who have served our country and the benefits both they and their families deserve. The division is a network of veterans serving veterans, working closely as they navigate the social, economic, and medical benefits granted for their service in the United States military. We continue to partner with veteran service organizations, many of whom are with us today, to reach out to local communities and leaders so all service members, veterans, and their families in our communities know about and are accessing all the benefits they earned in service to our state and nation. This has been the mission of this agency since 1945, and today's announcement provides us with the opportunity to further support those who have already given so much. And thanks to the support of leaders like Governor Cuomo, the division can fulfill its mission to the brave men and women we serve and ensure their loved ones are taken care of. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. Thank you, Director. We'll take on-topic questions first, and then we'll take a break and we'll go to off-topic questions.
Governor, regarding the Assembly's action last week, kind of not allowing the bill to move forward, what do you make of them doing that? Was that a mistake?
You know, I'll leave that for the Assembly. They said there were timing issues. It's not uncommon to put all budget-relevant issues together for the state budget. If a bill has a financial consequence, the normal protocol is to do it in the budget so we can have all finances allocated. But I think this is a special exception. I think there was a tremendous outpouring from veterans and their families all across the state when the bill was put aside. I do not want to send any misimpression to veterans' families that there is anything but total support for them. And I don't want any political issue or bureaucratic issue to interfere with the understanding that we are 100% committed to supporting our veterans' families. And that's why I'm taking this action.
Given the fact that it's done outside the budget, is it a nominal amount of money in your estimate?
It is an amount of money that we can handle between now and next April.
Governor, what do you say to New Yorkers who believe that Albany's priorities are out of whack if you're funding programs for undocumented immigrants before funding programs like this for Gold Star families?
Well, I would say we're not, because today we're funding the veterans programs, right?
You are, but
Well, when the bill came up, it was past the budget presentation. But once the issue arose, we took action immediately. I mean, this came up when? Last week, the issue? So the issue came up last week. New Yorkers expressed their concern. Many of the legislators, Senator John Brooks is here, many of the legislators said they wanted to do something extraordinary to address this quickly, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Governor, how much do you expect this will cost the state from now until next April?
It will be in the range of several $1,000,000, but it is something that we can manage between now and April. Anything else on topic? Okay. I would ask the representatives who are here today if you could just come up and join us for a photo.
Guys, let's fill in this way. Guys, there's some room up here as well. Thank you. Right here. Right up here.
Back, can you slide to your right a little bit more to your right? Up or that way too. Good, good. Good, everybody right here? Hold it, don't move. Right.
Says that with authority, doesn't it?
Good. Thank you. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you all. Thank you all very much for being here. Good luck to me.